blitz
there
game.
you
So
go.
there you go. You get both of them at the same time.
So we are getting ready now to kick off. It's going to be Dominic Kozlowski for the Chaos kicking deep. They have a couple guys back. Number 82, Josh Jenkins, back deep to receive for the Thunder. And the kick is up. It's a low line drive. It bounces at about the 25. Taken at the 20, about the 25 up to the 30. Breaks a tackle past the 35 up to the 40. Gets brought down at about the 39. That was number 21 on the return of the Thunder, Greg Bess-Henning, defensive back. And now the Thunder's offense will come out for their first drive of this game.
Well, arm tackles aren't going to work here, and that's clearly what you saw as we get to look at this return once again. Try the arm tackle there, not working. Have to line your player up and put a good hit on them. This is a very good team in the Thunder, and they've got some good returners too.
So it'll be a quite an adjustment for the Chaos. Like I said, they really haven't played a whole lot of competition, to say the least. As the Thunder come to the line of scrimmage, Greg Holcomb will be starting quarterback. He's in, looks like maybe already it's set up.
Looks like the pistol.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if he's going to back up a little bit. I guess not. So it will be the pistol formation. It's not going to be Jorge Sierra, actually. Drops back, hands it off to his running back, up the middle to the right. Gains maybe about 1 yard at the 40. And it's actually going to be Eric Guthrie at quarterback. I'm trying to see that's can you tell the number he is, Chris? Is that 18?
Yeah, I believe you're right. It's 18. And when you look at it here, it's a good job by the Chaos up front. They get a linebacker to come free through the hole, and he's able to get a hand on him and slow him down.
So the Thunder are back to the line of scrimmage. They have out of the pistol again, two wide receivers to the right, one to the left, two guys in the backfield off the quarterback. Went for the snap. Chaos in about 4-3. Takes the handoff now up the run quarterback keeper. Gets about a couple yards and wrestled down. Maybe a 2-yard gain.
Line play always important here in these games, Cody, especially the feeling out process in the beginning. And good push so far from the defensive line of the Chaos, as you see there. Hold him up enough to allow the pile to come and take him down for a getting tackled. So very short gains here in these first couple of plays.
As we've seen already with the Thunder, they like to run the ball a lot like the Chaos are going to maybe have to do today. As they line up now 3 trips to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. Running back in the backfield. Out of the gun. Taking his time. Waits for the snap. Drops back. Looks left. Throws the left into the flat. And low ball cannot hang on for the Thunder. Was wide receiver Jalen Grace, who came on a little slot crossing pattern on the outside. And so now the Thunder will send their punting unit out.
Well, and you saw there, too, you saw the quarterback hit his chest saying, sorry, that's my fault. Threw the ball a little bit low for his player there. That's really tough to try and get. So,
yeah, it was a tough play there. I mean, he had the guy open, just could not make the throw. Little inaccurate. And now punting for the Thunder.
Yeah, I think they were missing a guy there for the Thunder, so that's why you saw them kind of looking around confused, trying to find somebody to get out there.
So this punt would be about from the 42-yard line. Deep to return for the Chaos. High punt. Going to be caught by Valenti at about 25. Gets a couple yards up to the 32, maybe 33.
Yeah, it just took whatever he had there on the punt. And we got a player down on the Thunder side as well. But Valenti delivered a hard hit. I think he had a player kind of lose his I think he got hit right in the sternum, maybe losing a as we get a better look at it here in slow motion.
And
yeah, he got a shoulder, or the helmet right into the stomach.
That was Cliff Harris on the playing in gunner position there. He does walk off the field. He does look okay.
Yeah, I think he just got the wind knocked out of him is what it looked like.
That will happen in football.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
So this is the first time now today we're going to see the Chaos offense without Ionati. Their quarterback's going to be Dylan Hunter. So Dylan Hunter getting a big opportunity today as the teams break huddle. Chaos come out 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Got running back in the backfield is Johnson. Out of the shotgun is Hunter. Defense in a 4-3 set. Hunter hands off to Johnson. Johnson to the right. Dances around, gets outside, up the middle now, finds a little crease, gets about to the 39-yard line. And maybe a fumble on the play, and the Thunder say they have it, and they're going to give it to the Thunder.
As we'll get to look at this one again, I mean, it was really unfortunate for the Chaos. You look, their offensive line does a good job building a wall, allowing him a lane to run, and you see this strip there right at the end as he's running forward as he's about to go down for the Thunder.
Really a bad sign there for the Chaos. You come in with your second-string quarterback, saying without Iannotti, and now your star running back on the first play of the game fumbles the ball after a pretty decent run. It looked like he was going to get a few yards on that play and turn it over right at the start.
Yeah, it was a good start. It looked like you were going to have a second and short situation, and now you got to go back onto the defensive side. And this was something they said they needed to avoid. It's early on, though. It's only one mistake.
So Greg Holcomb over the middle, a little behind his receiver who was cutting inside on a little cross pattern. So now be 2nd down and 10 for the Thunder. And the Thunder in excellent position here after the turnover, getting the ball on the Chaos's 40-yard line as they go back to the huddle. About 11 minutes to go in this game, in this first quarter, And the Thunder so far have held the ball pretty much the whole time after that turnover by the Chaos. So Holcomb out of the gun, trips right, one receiver to the left, running back in the backfield along with Holcomb. Defense showing blitz. Holcomb drops back to pass, looks to his right, now scrambles to his left, keeps his eyes downfield, throws one over the middle, and right to him, dropping the pass, number 8 for the Thunder.
You know, I was just about to say, too, some of the passes have been a little bit off here at the start, and there's a beautiful pass right in the middle and just dropping it. And can't have that when your quarterback's having a little bit of trouble with the wind. The wind has been tough today, and a good throw, too, on the run into the middle of the field.
Holcomb did an excellent job getting out of pocket and just the receiver could not make the catch on that.
I think he heard footsteps as well. I think he might have heard Rocco coming, so that may have been part of it as well.
And did you see what happened there, Chris? They moved the ball back to the 50. There might have been holding on the play, so that's going to repeat 2nd down now. So it'll be 2nd and 20 for the Thunder at midfield.
And the flag is is brought to you by Tooker Flags, personalized penalty flags and challenge flags. Great fundraising tool and official flag of the GFL. Visit us at tookerflags.com.
Holcomb out of the gun, bobbles a snap, ball on the ground. He just gets on it, and smart move by Holcomb to not try to make something out of nothing. Just fall on that ball, make sure you don't turn the ball over, live to fight another down.
Especially with the pursuit too that the Chaos have had. They're getting through the line into the gaps and just getting to the quarterback really fast. And when you drop the ball there, that gives you even less time. We've already seen that he's been scrambling a couple of times when he's dropped back.
And we talk about the interior defensive line of this Chaos team with Adam Nelson and Nelson Jefferson, 2 big bodies. They get right in there. So it's going to be now about a 3rd and 17 as Holcomb out of the gun, one receiver in the backfield, maybe now out of the pistol now as the running back goes to the back. 3 trips right receivers, 1 in the left. Holcomb throws a screen pass outside, gets a couple yards maybe, bounces off a few tackles, finally goes down at about the 48. This is going to be about 4th and 12 now here in the first, under 10 minutes to go. And the Thunder will send a punt unit out. And the Thunder really haven't got anything going on offense, Chris.
Well, part of it was you had a flag there that pushed them really far back, and then you have the fumble on the snap. So that really stalls your drive as it is anyways. But the other thing is, too, I think for the Chaos, even though you've stopped them twice, I think the talk on the sideline has to be, we need to shore up our tackling here a little bit. Granted, they had a really long way to go.
They're 17 yards.
But when a guy runs through 2-3 tackles, you don't like seeing that on the defensive end.
And that's uncharacteristic of this Chaos team. They're usually a very good tackling team. So snap hits the ground, and it's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs now as the Chaos are going to take over from the Thunder's 34-yard line. So huge turn of events we've seen today, Chris, already with the Chaos fumble by Jarrell Johnson leading to Thunder in great field position. They couldn't do anything with it. It backed them up about 15, 16 yards.
Yeah, and that snap, watching it on the replay, it hit right in front of the feet of your punter. That's really tough on your punter because it's not even going to take a bounce up to him, especially on turf. So So he really had no chance of getting that punt off. He just did the best thing that he could, which was not give up the ball and let them go in for a score on special teams.
So already 2 turnovers now early in this game with not even still over 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter as the Chaos come back out. Dylan Hunter out of the gun. Johnson in the backfield with them. 2 receivers to the right, and now we have a stoppage of time as they need to change the play clock.
They need to
game
move the
clock.
chains,
I'll
too.
move the chains, too. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the chains, they had the chain gang was in the wrong spot. I think they were still where the previous spot of the ball was, so they had to move them up.
So they get resumed now as Hunter out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Looking at his receiver, maybe calling a different audible. Out of the gun, fakes the handoff, throws a screen to the left. Picked up, cross maybe about the 31-yard line. That's number 11, Jason Sumling of the Chaos, picks up a few yards. And we spoke of this earlier, Chris, without Ionati in there, you're gonna see a lot more short passes from this Chaos team.
Well, not only that, to build important because you don't have the arm of Ionati out there, but also just to kind of get your quarterback with a little bit of confidence with this group that he hasn't really been playing with as of late behind center. So you saw on the throw there, I think it was a change at the line because they saw that the defensive back was so far back that they wanted to try and take a couple of yards there if they could.
Hunter hands it off up the middle out of the shotgun run. And helmet falling off.
Flag thrown in there as well.
So we'll see what the flag is. And they're going to say, so the referee comes over, he's going to give us a signal right now. And so we've seen, it's going to go against the Thunder.
Face mask.
Face mask. So that's going to move the Chaos into the red zone.
We'll give them a first down as well. That's a really big penalty here against the Thunder, but great opportunity for the Chaos. They really didn't have anything going on that play, and they get the benefit of the flag there because of that face mask. So now you move down and you have an opportunity in the red zone.
Yeah, it's going to be at the 16-yard line to be exact. And this is going to be good for Dylan Hunter if he can get the ball in the end zone on their second drive of the day. As they resume play now, Hunter out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 in the left. He's got Perry in the backfield. Hunter throws another screen to the right. That's Former. Former making some moves, gets upfield, gains about maybe 2-3 yards. So it should be about 2nd and 7.
Not a bad play on the first down. You get a couple of yards, move yourself a little bit closer to the end zone. The throw led him a little bit in front so that way he could start going on the screen. Just didn't get outside quick enough. He had a little bit of room there.
Yeah, Former they like to use a lot in these short games. They're not going to go downfield too much with him with the size they have on the outside, but Former being their slot receiver, they get the ball quick, let him make some moves. So Dylan Hunter now on a 2nd and 7 out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, running back in the backfield. Hands it off to him. His helmet falls off again, I believe. And that's going to be another face mask. I'm telling you, Chris, 2 face masks already. We'll wait until to see what they call, but that's where I believe it was on the Perry run.
I think you're right. I want to see a replay of it too, which we will get to see right now, to see what exactly happened, because it almost looked like, I mean, it was really tough to tell because the flag is going to be on, I believe, Baptiste Williams, and it was tough to tell from that angle, but, I mean, he was just tackling him high was part of the problem. And, yeah, he does get around the helmet there. And maybe the helmet's not on well, but it doesn't matter. You grab the helmet, you grab the face mask, they're going to call it every time.
Maybe some Chaos strategy there, kind of loosen their helmets up a little bit more. But, you know, in this league, though, I have noticed they're really strict with their penalties. And if you go anywhere near the head, they're going to throw a flag on you. So these teams got to know that, and you have to adjust accordingly to it.
And Williams is a big guy, too, so he's got to get really low on somebody as short
as Perry, who's
yes.
about, yeah. So,
I mean, you're talking about a 6'7" guy going on
a 6'1" guy.
I don't even know if he's 6'1". I think that might be.
Yeah, that's what the list. Maybe with shoes. Now here you go, Chris. They have C.J. Young now in the backfield. So look for a run here, as they have 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Their normal formation. The snap, the hard count, hands off to Young. Young up the middle, keeps those legs turning, pushes forward about 2-3 yards. That is a big guy for in their backfield. C.J. Young, he's only about 5'11", but 250 pounds.
For the offensive line doing their job so far, opening a hole for him to at least get past that first level into the second level. He didn't get really far into it, but you get past the line, anything can happen, and they open up the hole. So when you're in the red zone, when you have a power running game like they do, just keep pounding the ball.
It'll be a 2nd and goal now from about 3.5 line. As run the ball again to fake the run, and now a quarterback keeper. And I think he got down about the 1 yard line, maybe 1 yard line was Dylan Hunter. Nice fake to Young and moved to the right, found a little seam and got upfield about the 2 yard lines where they mark it.
Yeah, it's kind of obviously it's the fake and the handoff, but it's a bit of a counter as well because the line is going as if the handoff was happening, and he just takes the space that he can find.
So now it's going to be 3rd and goal here for the Chaos. And Hunter lines up in a 2-back shotgun set, 1 receiver on each side. A high snap. Hunter runs away, getting pressured. And he's going to go down back at the 12-yard line. He wanted a face mask call. He's not going to get one. So, I'm sorry, at about the 7-yard line. Sorry about that. About the 7-yard line is where he went down. Going to lose some yards there on the sack.
Well, we saw the last couple of snaps were high. That one was really high. He had to jump to at least get his fingertips on it and then bring it down. Then he just ran away just to escape to try and do something. But once he got outside, that's when he has to throw the ball away. Just keep your spot and live for the next play. You lose yards there. You have to remember you're still the quarterback. You can still make a throw. And once you're outside the tackle box, you're fine to throw it out and at least keep your yardage.
Good thing, though, was they still put them in position to get some points on this drive. As now coming out is Dominic Kozlowski to attempt the field goal. About a 24-yarder. And the snap and the kick, and it's a low kick. It hits off his own player. It's going to be a live ball there. And so the Thunder will take over. So then again, Chris, you had a good drive. It stalled in the red zone inside the 10-yard line. Let's take a look at the replay.
And when you look at that snap, he just missed the ball when he kicked it. I don't know if he hit the top of it, as we'll get the slow motion of it here too. Looks like he just hit the side of it, really, and he just didn't get enough of the ball, and that's why it went straight into the line, hit his own lineman. So because they did their job out in front, they at least gave him room to get that kick off, especially a close kick. He's just got to get it up high.
So nonetheless, though, the Thunder will take over. Out of the pistol again is Holcomb. He hands it off to his running back up the middle, picks up a few yards over to about the 10-yard line. Running for the Thunder on that play was Dante Washington.
Not a bad first down run. They at least got some push up front. As you see, a little bit of a hole opens up there, but the good backside pursuit from the Chaos doesn't let it get too far into the second level.
So 2nd and 7 now. Holcomb out of the pistol again. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Drops back, hands it off up the middle. Big hole, bursted through, gets a hit up over across the 20, about the 21 was Dorelli Middleton.
And Middleton, a very fast player, too. He burst through that hole, a really good hole on that right side of their offensive line. And I think maybe it was the little bit of misdirection that ended up helping out there. The first fake and then handing it off to the back behind in that pistol is what really seemed to open it up.
So 3rd and short, only need a couple yards here. They give it back to Middleton. He is stuffed on the first effort and then brought down by, there he is, Nick Olson, number 52, middle linebacker of this team. And that's going to force another punt here for the Thunder.
Well, you said you were going to say his name probably quite a few times, and when you look at it, he runs into his own lineman there, and just getting enough of him there was Olsen to slow him down to allow for the pursuit to get to him once they saw that it was a run.
And, Chris, I think I spoke too soon. It looks like they're going to go for it here. And
well,
now
I think they're changing now. They've got
I would be very surprised if they try to go for it on that one, but it looks like they're going to stay in. I don't know if they just forgot what down it was. As Holcomb comes off the field looking kind of confused.
Well, I mean, it was a short. It's not a 1 yardage play, and you don't want to give the Chaos an opportunity here. Now, granted, you did stall them their last time in the red zone. Doesn't mean you're going to do it again. You don't give the team that percentage.
No. And not a very good punt on that one as it angles way outside. Let's see where they mark it as the official is running down the sideline, and he's going to give him a pretty, as he moves up, I'm trying to think. They look like we're out by the 30, right, Chris?
I would say 35, 34.
Okay, there he is standing at the 34, so Chaos are going to take over.
Because it landed at about the 40, but it didn't land so far outside. And so far, the kicker's not quite getting all their foot on it so far. And, yeah, you saw that it landed at about the 40, 34, 35. They gave him the 34. That's not too bad of a spot.
So still the Chaos excellent field position to start again as they have been all day. Let's see if they can get something out of it now. The Thunder have played some pretty good defense. They got the block kick, obviously. I think a lot of that had to do with the bad kick from Dominic Kozlowski's not getting a leg under it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. But they're in their offensive half again, so fortune is in favor of them so far.
And Johnson moves in motion to the right side of Hunter. Hunter out of the gun, snaps it, gives it off to Johnson. Johnson up the middle, picks up a nice little run there, about 4 yards to the 30.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was a lot of room for him to run there, too, and he just managed to turn it into a nice little gain there.
Well, this guy is one of their best running backs. He's one of the best running backs in the league. Last year, he ran for over 850 yards without that many opportunities, knowing this is a passing league and a passing team in the Chaos, but obviously no Ionati in there. They're going to look to run the ball more.
Yeah, just a good move by him. He looked like he was going to take it to the outside, then he cuts it in up through the middle off of his tackle. Just found the seam with enough space for him to get some yards.
And Hunter, a little screen pass to Former. Former makes a move to the inside, gets about 5-yard gain up to the 25-yard line. So it should be about 3rd and short now. We'll see where they mark the ball exactly. It's going to be right at the 25.
And these are good plays so far. You're getting 4 or 5 yards. That's enough where you're at least moving the ball. You're killing off a little bit of time on the clock. Your defense isn't spending a lot of time out there. They've only had the 1 turnover, which that's good too.
And Hunter, single back, he's going to keep it on the sneak. And it looked like he got enough on the first try there. Give him some forward progress there. Let's see where they mark it. I think he got by. What do you think, Chris?
They're giving it to him.
First down, yeah.
They're giving it to
him.
Close, so it doesn't matter what I think.
It doesn't. It was very close. It's only given about 1 yard. That's about all they needed, though. So 1st and 10 now from the 29-yard line, and the Chaos just methodically, slowly but surely moving the ball down the field. And now we have looks like they got to move the chains again.
Yeah, the chains still haven't moved. They signaled for the first down. They're getting together. I think they're talking about this, but while we have a second here, let's talk about Party Guard Chicago, a founder and partner with the Chicago Chaos. They are an all-inclusive touring operating company that promotes responsible entertainment for all your transportation and event planning needs. Go to partyguardchicago.com. But, yeah, when you look at it here, Cody, I mean, they got together. They made the call. It should be 4th down, I believe, too. They still have it marked as a 3rd down, as now they do change it. So it's 4th and short, and you'd have to think that the Chaos are going to go for it.
I would definitely go for it on this one. It's different than the Thunder being 4th and short from their own 20. This is from the Thunder's 25 with the Chaos ball as they take the snap. He's going to be quarterback keeper. Hunter has a lot of room, gets outside and gets tackled at the knees and jumps forward about maybe the 23-yard line. So 1st down Chaos as they're now inside the red zone at about the marks at the 18-yard line.
He saw that he had all that space, too, and he saw a player coming, and he was looking at where the marker was. He made sure that he was at least past the marker, which was the important thing. It doesn't matter about making that tackle, miss, and going upfield for the touchdown. You live for another play.
Yeah, that's a football play right there. That was not a quarterback play. That was a football play. He picks up the 1st down, and like you said, Chris, fight another down. So now out of the shotgun is Hunter. Johnson in the backfield with him. Hunter drops back to pass, stays in that pocket, throws it short. A little underthrown, trying to hit his tight end on the play was Thomas Loving, who kind of came out for a 4-yard button hook on the left side.
A lot of room there for him, too. He just missed him with the pass. I want to see if that deflected off of someone off of the line, because it looked like that ball had a little bit of a wobble when he went.
As you just saw the play before, to pick up that first down to put them in this red zone opportunity. Now it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Hunter out of the gun, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's got Johnson in the backfield. Johnson staying in the back block. A pass to the outside of Former. Former leaps and grabs and goes down at about the 9-yard line. A little high on the pass, but Former makes an athletic play to come down with it.
But that's a throw you like to see from your quarterback. He's anticipating his receiver coming open before he breaks in his route, because he threw that ball before he broke to the right.
And you really put that in a spot where only Former can go up and get it. As that's gonna do it for the first quarter here, Chris.
Yeah, we'll see that play that ended the quarter, the play that got them the first down here. Very important and crucial play there, which got them the opportunity to continue on here in the red zone.
So that's going to do it for the first quarter here.
Oh, that's right. As Workup Fitness, the indoor facility offering a unique approach to obstacle course training. Our services will accommodate the growth demand for this popular sport. Visit us at workupfitness.com.
And so we were here. We'll be back in a little bit. Again, this is Cody Grant and Chris Wasco at Andrew High School in Tinley Park, Illinois. SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey, I'm Damian Perrone, and I'm a video editor and motion graphic designer for PMMG Incorporated here in Chicago, and I'm an Illinois Center for Broadcasting graduate. I graduated in 2008, and shortly after that started with PMMG as a video editor, and in the process was learning motion graphic design. I literally can attribute everything I've accomplished to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
Welcome back, everybody, to SportsTownChicago.com. We're here to start in the second quarter as Hunter out of the under center in the single back formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, hands it off to Young. Young up the middle, nowhere to go, gets stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be a 4th down.
Another situation just like they were just in. We'll see if they decide to go for it again. It's a 4th and short. You went for it last time. I mean, you might as well go for it again.
Yeah, right now 100% on the tries, 1 for 1. So you're looking pretty good from there. Let's see what they call as the offense does stay on the field. So no hesitation here for the Chaos as they're going to try to pick up another 4th and 1 as they did in the first quarter.
You have to wonder if maybe they'll try a hard count, try and draw them off sides. Here in this situation, it's a little bit longer than the last one that you had for the 4th and 1.
Well, it won't be a QB sneak because Hunter is lining up in the shotgun with C.J. Young back there in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Young now looks at Young. Hunter looks at Young. Hunter out of the gun, snaps it now, a quarterback draw. And so I wasn't totally wrong. It wasn't a sneak, but the quarterback did keep it as he gets close to their first down. Let's see where they mark it.
I don't know how good of a spot that was. I think it was. I think he got a little bit more than what they gave him.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Yeah, they have him right on that yellow line. It looked like he got a little bit past it, so I don't know how good of a spot that is. I think they're going to have to measure this one.
So looking to the sideline at the chain gang, let's see what they say as the referees now all around there by both teams.
Well, we have a second here. The Chaos family now includes the Chicago Force women's tackle football team, in which is in their 13th season and including 9 division titles, 3 conference championships, and 1 national championship. The women's sport features a full gear of 11 on 11, and they did not get it, is what they're calling. It's an NFL-style game in the 2015 season now, and currently 5-0 as the Force have outscored their opponents 336-15. On Saturday, May 30th, the Force welcomed the defending national champions, the Renegades, at Evans Township High School, as kickoff is at 7 p.m. Come see both nationally and internationally ranked women's football athletes in what's bound to be a fierce competition. Go to ChicagoForceFootball.com for more information.
So as you heard from Chris, they did not pick up that first down. The chain gang did come out, and like you said, Chris, I don't know if that's the best spot on that one. I thought he got a few more yards, but nonetheless, it's going to be a turnover for the Chaos, and the Thunder are going to start inside their own 10-yard line as Holcomb out of the shotgun, 4 wide receiver set, drops back, looking downfield to the right, makes a throw, and that's going to be almost picked off on the play. Great jump on it was number 12 of the Chaos. That was
Dylan Hunter.
Dylan Hunter is actually their quarterback. He changed their number.
Oh, they changed numbers.
Yes. So we don't have a number for you folks, but nice play there by the corner. The Chaos is now going to be 2nd down and 10 as dropping back as Holcomb. He goes back over to the right, throws it up top, and that one is picked off by Valenti, Michael Valenti, the safety for this Chaos team, and that ball was thrown into double coverage, and Valenti just goes up there and pulls that down.
Yeah, he had that one read the entire way. He broke to the right side of the field. Easy one for him to take away, and he was in the best position to catch the ball.
So that's already now for the Thunder. They have now 2 turnovers, while the Chaos also have 2 turnovers. No, still no score in this game. We're here in the second quarter. Again, if you're just joining us, thanks for listening to us on SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is Chris Labasco. We are at Andrew High School in Tinley Park, Illinois, for the Chicago Chaos and Chicago Thunder. So change of possession here. Chaos now come up to the 40-yard line. They're going left to right in Thunder territory. Dylan Hunter out of the gun. 2 receivers to right, 1 to the left. Drops back to pass, looks right, throws on a slant route. Going up for the grab, trying to make a one-hander was Deshaun Sutton. Could not come down with it.
And that was not a bad drawn-up play, too, by the Chaos. They loaded up the line, made it look like they were going to run here, maybe to the left side, but instead they go with a quick throw to the right side. They had their player, they had the opportunity there, too, and just not able to bring the ball in. It wasn't a great throw, but it wasn't a terrible throw either.
It was a good play call, just not the best execution as they could not come up with it. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. So Hunter comes back up to the line, out of the gun, tight end on the left, 1 receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Hunter drops back, looks left, pressure coming, throws a floater out, brought down, breaking a tackle at the 30 now. Goes down to about the 29, maybe 28 on the play is Thomas Loving, the tight end. Big body tight end of this team for the Chaos. I'll tell you just a little bit of Thomas Loving. He's 6'4", 275 pounds, Chris.
And that was the only place they were looking at to go with that play. He was looking Loving's way the entire way and just did what he could to make sure he got the ball out in time because there was a pretty strong rush coming from the Thunder to try and stop him.
Yeah, so good job by Dylan Hunter to recognize that rush, but at the same time stay in there and wait for Loving to break to the left. So that's going to be a 1st down now. Chaos moving the ball at the 29 of the Thunder as Dylan Hunter out of the gun, receiver in the backfield, 2 receivers to right, 1 to the left. As he drops back, hands it off, and we got flags from both sides as yet to go down, finally brought down. And we have a fumble on the play now. So we'll see what the flags are on. They let them play through it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the flag was a holding. With how early it was and where the flag was, that's what I'm pretty sure it is. I think this is going to be Thunderball. It was really early. It might even be offsides.
Well, the one thing, I mean, they let them play through it, so we know it wasn't a false start. That's the only thing it can't be.
Right.
But you saw, I think that might have been lined up in the neutral zone because you saw the both referees on both sides were ready to throw those flags out there.
Yeah, that might be what it is. It's tough to tell from our camera angle if they were lined up offsides or not. But the fumble happened. It was definitely a fumble. There's no doubt about that.
So that's going to be offside, so that will be a penalty on the Thunder. So to negate the fumble, the Chaos will keep the ball. So big break there for the Chaos because you're talking about another turnover if there was no offsides on that play, but they do keep it. And now it's going to be First and 5 now for the Chaos as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They got Former in the slot, Sutton on the right, receiver on the left, Hunter out of the gun. One running back next to him. And it's a fumble on the snap, and Hunter tries to run away with it and brought down back at the 36-yard line. So going to lose some yards there, about 7-yard loss on the sack, and I don't know if that was a bad snap, a little high snap.
It was
there,
another
Chris.
snap that was off.
And we've seen a few too many of those today.
Yeah, you watch the snap here. It's not a terrible snap. I think he took his eye off of it a little bit soon because it wasn't a place. It wasn't like he was going to have to jump for the ball or anything to get it. Yeah, that's when he just kind of takes his eye off and looks to hand it off before he has control of it for Hunter. So we've had some trouble with the snaps, but part of the reason why Dylan Hunter's in the shotgun is because you don't have to put him under center then, because under center is much more difficult than actually taking a shotgun snap.
But one good thing, because of the offsides, now it's only 2nd and 12 instead of a second and longer than that. So Hunter comes to the line of scrimmage out of the gun, pitches it to Johnson. Johnson up the middle, about nowhere to go there. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a 3rd and long here, Chris, and the Thunder defense has been very good against this Chaos offense.
And they are a very good defense. When you look at it throughout their history last year, they were a team that didn't give up very many points. I mean, I think they had only one loss. They had 2 losses in the regular season. One of them, they gave up 35 points. That was their worst loss every game. I mean, they started off the season with two straight shutouts. So they're a pretty good defensive team. There's no doubt about that. And really, it's whichever offense – it seems like whichever offense kind of gets it going first is going to be the team that wins.
So Dylan Hunter comes back up out of the gun. He has Drill Johnson in the backfield along with side with him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 tight end on the left. Drops back to pass. Hunter looks to the left, throws a deep ball over to the left side, going up, making the play as a defender on that interception for the Thunder. Number 22, Chris Muhammad, their corner, staying right with Former, and that throw.
We do have a flag in the backfield, though.
Wonder if that's way in the backfield.
I think it's going to be a roughing the passer. I think is what it's going to be. That's why you still have the offense out there.
And they're pointing over there, so that's going to be another big break for the Chaos and a heartbreaking break for the Thunder as they made a great play on defense in the secondary, but the defensive line.
And the replay here, you're going to see the player coming on that far side. You see the ball already well gone and delivers the hit right to the chest to send him down. Easy call for the officials there.
Good call there, and so it's the Chaos going to keep possession here in the second, over 10 minutes to go, and they're going to get an automatic first down on that one. Nearing the red zone now at the 21-yard line as they get in the huddle. And what demoralizing play there for the Thunder. You know, coming out of the pick, you get excited, you think you're going to get the ball back, and you get the flag on the play.
Well, here's the thing, too, when you look at it from the Thunder's point of view, I mean, that's an unnecessary hit that was put on there at the end. Your team's going – your team, you don't know what's going to happen, obviously. You don't realize because you can't see what's behind you that your team intercepted the ball. But that's a throw that when you see it, that's a prayer. I mean, this is a guy, you know that he's not the starting quarterback. That's one thing in Dylan Hunter. And he's throwing a ball up there. He's hoping his guy can get to it. He didn't get any help from the wind. That knocked the ball down a little bit, which allowed for the Thunder to intercept it. But with the hit there, you just negate everything that happened.
So zooming play now, Dylan Hunter out of the gun, drops back to pass, looks to his left, now over to the middle, now trying to scramble a little bit. Now pitches it to Johnson. Johnson to the left and gets brought down. There's a flag on the field on the near side 20-yard line right in front of us. We'll see what the call is.
That came out right away. I'm going to say that it's an offsides again on the Thunder. And this is what's really hurting the Thunder right now. Obviously, it's to the advantage of the Chaos, of course, but a lot of flags early on. But we'll see if this one is against them or not. It looks like it's going to be against the Chaos.
And it's going to be a false start. So they did not blow it dead.
Right, that's why I thought it was an offsides, because they didn't blow it dead.
That's one thing I even said on the last flag. I thought there's no way it was a false start because they did not blow it dead.
If you want to play some football as well, there's the Greater Chicago Flag Football League, based in Melrose Park, Illinois. Co-ed ages 5 to 18, powered by the NFL Flag, NFL Play 60, USA Football, and NFL PPK. ChicagoFlagFootball.com if you want to do that.
So the Chaos back to line of scrimmage now. Out of the gun is Hunter. He scrambles to his right, has some room. He's looking downfield on the run now at the 15, and he gets brought down and pushed out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. So nice run there by Dylan Hunter.
And that was one of the oddest tackles that you're probably ever going to see.
Especially on a quarterback, right?
Well, I mean, you have to go low. He's not a guy who normally plays quarterback. He's not afraid to take contact. And you see this. He's not going to shy away. He puts his shoulder down, does Hunter, but going down low for the tackle was Greg Best-Henning, and he ended up between the legs of Hunter. And it's a good play to stop him. He stops him short of the first down, but it just looks a little awkward.
So they're going to have the ball now at the 14-yard line inside the 15 as Hunter out of the gun. Johnson in the backfield alongside with him. Hunter gives it to Johnson. Johnson in the middle has a hole going inside the 5, down to the 2, down to the 1, and they're going to mark him just short of the end zone. So nice run there by Jarrell Johnson, who has just been such a security blanket for this Chaos team. He made the one mistake earlier with the fumble, but since then he's been beast.
The good thing is that the Chaos, they're showing confidence in him. Yeah, he had a mistake. It was the first run of the game for him, but he gets down, kept the ball. As you can see, the Thunder like to go for the ball, too. They like to tackle around that area and try and get their hands in there and bring you down. Didn't get there that time, and he holds on to the ball, and now you have a 1st and goal.
And about from the 2, maybe a little bit inside the 2, about the 1-yard line as Hunter's out of the gun. Johnson in the backfield. See if he try to run it again. He does fake the handoff. Johnson now Hunter by himself goes in, and he's going to score. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos finally get in the end zone. Go up 6-0 now at about the 9:03 mark and counting as they send out their team to get the extra point. And a nice play call there, don't you think, Chris?
Yeah. Again, Dylan Hunter, not afraid of contact.
Exactly.
And he's he's basically another runner for them for the most part. He's been throwing a couple times. He hasn't really been on with the throw, so whatever you can do to move that ball forward with the run, and Dylan Hunter's willing to do whatever it takes too.
Do you think that may catch the Thunder off guard? No, expecting to play a quarterback that really, and he's not acting like a quarterback while he's running the ball.
I think
and the extra point is good. So 7-0 Chaos.
I think it changes maybe how you play defense if you're the Thunder. The throws really haven't been there. I think you may be fine on the outside, but you worry more about stopping their running backs and Dylan Hunter from running the ball. I think that's where you almost dare them to throw the ball, which is weird because you think that before Ionati was their quarterback, that was one of their main things. So really, I think that maybe defensively, and they have the ability to do it too, is really just force them to have to throw the ball.
And they've done a good job today, but like you said, Chris, earlier in that last drive, there's the penalties for the Thunder really hurting them, really bringing them down. Their defense has been able to get stops, and the penalties have been negated those stops. So nonetheless, though, the Chicago Chaos strike first. They are up 7-0 here in the second quarter. This is SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant alongside me, Chris Labosco at Andrew High School in Tinley Park. As the Chicago Chaos again 7-0 over the Chicago Thunder, and they send their kicking unit team to kick off here.
And this game, of course, brought to you by the Chicago Chaos, a not-for-profit minor league football team. Visit their website at ChicagoChaosFootball.com.
So now the return team of the Thunder all set up to go. And I wanted to point out to Chris, this looks like the Notre Dame uniforms.
A little bit, yeah.
So,
maybe more than a little bit. Although not the helmets. They don't have the cool new helmets the Fighting Irish have now.
No, they do not that. So now setting up on is Dominic Kozlowski, setting up the football to kick it off. A little bit over 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. As Kozlowski looking to send it deep. It's a low line drive. Bounces at the 34, picked up by the Thunder. Number 4 on the play is Jalen Grace. He gets it back to about the 34, 35-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. And the Thunder offense will come back out onto the field.
Really good stop there, too, by number 29 for the Chaos. That was Darren Little. Just, I mean, it looked like maybe there's a little bit of a seam, and Little just blows it up.
So now the defense of the Chaos will come back out. They have a shutout going in this game. Did not have a shutout last week, though their offense was the one giving up the points. They gave up 2 return touchdowns, Chris.
And as you saw there, even the camera thought that there was a little bit more room than what was given.
So now the Thunder, Greg Holcomb out of the pistol, fakes the handoff, goes over to the left, and picks up, dives forward maybe 1 or 2 yards. It looks like that was going to be maybe a option on the play on the first handoff, and he was looking for his running back, Dorelli Milton, but he never came out to come with him.
You know, I thought that maybe that he got an extra yard than what they gave him. There's a little bit of room on that side as well when he was going.
So now the Thunder at the 36-yard line, their own 36. Back out of the pistol is Holcomb. 2 running backs on the backfield alongside of them, 1 to the right, 1 behind him. Receivers to the right, 2 of them, and 1 receiver to the left. Now motioning to the left is the running back of the Thunder. Holcomb drops back, hands it off, up the middle. Now to the left, gets wrestled down, stays on his feet, fighting forward, gets about to the 39 on the play as number 26, Alonzo Morgan of the Thunder. Just kept his legs moving on that one and refused to go down.
It was a good job, though, by the defensive line for the Chaos to disengage from their block and grab onto the running back, because if he doesn't do that, he's probably got a bigger gain to the outside.
So now we're going to have a 3rd down here, 3rd and short, about 6 yards.
As you saw, the gang tackle of 3 players it took to take him down, but you don't have that first player grabbing on. You don't have that opportunity for those other 2 players to get there, at least as soon as they did.
So Greg Holcomb out of the pistol now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 on the left, 2 running backs in the backfield alongside with them. There no more setup. He hands it off and brought down right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit behind on the play, was Chaos defender number 94. That was Parrish Scott.
Give it a 3rd and a medium situation here for the Thunder is the good thing, too. And you saw a wide open player right there to make that tackle.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field as the Thunder and Chaos both head over to their bench.
Do you like football? Do you want it 365 days a year? We cover football all around the world. Visit us on Facebook for the perfect news feed. IWantFootball365.com. And you look at it here, not a bad time to take a timeout for the Thunder. You've got the 4th and 5. Their offense has been struggling so far, just like the Chaos offense was struggling. The good thing for the Chaos was they've had better field position than the Thunder have had. So for the Thunder, it's kind of figuring out what to do against this defense. And I'm kind of a little bit surprised they haven't tried to throw a little bit more just to see what you have. I know they have a good running game, but they haven't really the secondary, they haven't really tried to exploit too much.
You may see a throw on this play, though, 4th and 5. They have a 4-spread set now. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 1 running back in the backfield is number 24, Dante Washington. As Holcomb drops back to pass, looks to his left. Now throws outside, and a big hit on the play. Wow, what a hit by number 15 of the Chaos, Marvin Roan.
Marvin Roan, a former Chicago Blitz player as well. Huge hit, and it's a play-saving hit as well, because wide open for the opportunity to make the catch there.
It was Josh Jenkins.
Yes, was Jenkins. Because Jenkins, he does a little bit of a button hook here, and he's wide open. There's nobody there in front. You'll see he'll do this quick turnaround. You see the throw come, and if it wasn't for Marvin Roan's hit, that is a first down, and the drive continues for the Thunder, and they gain a little bit of momentum.
So huge play there by Marvin Roan on a huge hit. And now another turnover on downs for the Thunder, who were going for it on a 4th down. If you take one more look at that replay, watch this hit, everybody. Marvin Roan in slow motion.
again, if he doesn't deliver that hit, if he doesn't get there right when he does, that's a first down.
So now the Chaos take over from the 40-yard line of the Thunder as Dylan Hunter out of the shotgun gives the handoff over to the running back number 21 on the play as he moves forward across the 30 down to about the 26-yard line. That was number 21, Desmond Perry, on the nice run.
Yeah, beautiful run. The running lanes are starting to open up. As you see, there's a lot of room right up the middle there as the Chaos, they do a good job of spreading you out because they do stay in that shotgun. So they do have quite a few receivers out there pulling out players from the middle, giving their running backs some bigger lanes to go through.
You notice with both these teams, they both have their own significant formation, as with the Thunder, they like to use the pistol. The Chaos like to use that shotgun with one running back there. Now they have two, James Former being the running back there to see if he motions out. They try to get him the ball, along with in the backfield is Perry, as the fake to Perry now looking at Former, not open, being covered. Good defense, and Hunter out of the side, out to the pocket, and he goes maybe back to the line of scrimmage, runs out of bounds. So nothing going there. You saw they were trying to get Former involved, but good defense by the Thunder.
Yeah, they were trying to get something in there. As we'll watch this one again, it was covered on the left side. They were going for the screen, and then seeing that it wasn't open, just running to the right side was Hunter because he had nothing else to do.
And he actually picked up a yard.
Yeah, he picked up 1 yard. I actually think he may have been able to throw it to a receiver out in front on that right side for maybe an extra 2 or 3 yards, but he instead just decided to tuck it in and just get the for sure yard.
Still a safe play there, though, as they keep the ball. Dylan Hunter now on 2nd and 9, motion on the offense. Hands it off on the sweep and outside and gets up a few yards. Maybe there is number 3 of the Chaos, Shamar McFarland, as he came in from the right in motion and took the handoff and got to the outside, picked about 2-3 yards.
Well, I'm surprised McFarland cut up the field so fast. It looked like if he kept running towards the sideline that he was going to have a lane on that far sideline. I mean, it's good motion here. They don't read it quite too fast, and you see the player coming in pursuit. Well, that's why, because it's just a good angle taken by the player for the Chicago Thunder to cut him off in number 22 in Chris Muhammad. Muhammad is what really blew up that play because from my first look at it from this vantage point that we have up here in the booth, it looked like if he kept going outside, he was going to get some more yardage. He just cut it up to take as much as he could before Muhammad cut off his angle.
So Hunter now at the shotgun, drops back to pass, looks to the left, now scrambles, getting pressure, has to throw it up and just throws a duck ball, and luckily no one in the vicinity, and we're going to have that's going to be a flag, and I think that's going to go against Muhammad on the play. Former was going up to try to make a play on that call, and Muhammad took him out before the ball got there.
I don't think it's there because it looks like the flag was thrown in the backfield. I think it might be a roughing the passer again. I don't know. It was really weird the spot that it was thrown.
I was watching where the receiver was. I'm not sure. Did you see, was there a late hit on the – there is.
Well, I don't know if that's a late hit. That actually looks like a pretty well-timed hit.
If you see the replay over here now by Former, Muhammad took him down, and let's see what they call. And that's actually – as they spot the ball at the 21-yard line
well,
of the Thunder, so –
the chain hasn't it still says 4th down. So I don't know if maybe they took the flag back, they waved it off. Offsides. Oh, offsetting penalties, excuse me.
So now Hunter drops back and gets hit, and now he's going to go, stays up and throws one and caught, and they blew him down. I don't know about that one, Chris. Was he down?
I don't think he was down. It looked like he was fine. It looked like that was a good throw.
And they're going to mark him down, though, so I don't know about that one. I think that's a bad call.
The beauty of what we get to see is we get to see replay. I don't know if it was going to be a first down anyways. But that came really early, the whistle, on that play.
Yep, but as that's the play before on the offsetting penalties. So the Thunder will take over here, though, here in the second quarter. Over 4 minutes to go. Still 7-0 game, Chaos lead. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to SportsTownChicago.com. I am Cody Grant. Alongside me is Chris Labosco.
Well, that's exactly what the Thunder needed, though. That's the one thing for sure. You get the turnover. Now you have an opportunity to try and go down and score here before the half ends.
And Greg Holcomb out of the pistol, hands it off to his running back on the right side, Lonzo Morgan. He breaks up field, gets some extra yardage over to about 40 now to about the 43, 44-yard line. Nice run there by Dante Washington. Good blocking, good vision, and gets a few yards upfield.
Gets them a first down, too. They haven't had many first downs on the offensive side of the ball. So a good start at least here for the offense on this drive. Don't have a lot of time, though, to
They're
try and go
going
down
no
and score.
huddle here as back to the line of scrimmage is Holcomb out of the pistol again. Hands it back off. Now to the left side is Morgan, and he really had nowhere to go there. Hitting him first on the play was Nick Olson, and gang tackle rest by number 84, Jerome Johnson. So good defense there, good pursuit by the Chaos.
They read the play pretty well, but it looked like they were really overplaying the one side, too. They saw where the line was pushing them towards and just ran to that side.
So it's going to be a second down here as time's winding down, 3:05 and counting. Coming to the line of scrimmage is Greg Holcomb of the Thunder out of the pistol again. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right as the line gets set. Holcomb waiting for the snap, a little high, hands it off, and a fumble and hit again. Ball's live ball, and the Chaos see it, and then everybody dives for it, and it looks like the Chaos have it. And turn of events again, Chris, and this is non-stop, pretty much been all day as turnover after turnover, and recovering the football on that for the Chaos, number 18, Ricky Jersit.
Well, you have the fumble, but also the misfortune of the ball just being batted forward right to where all the Chaos players are. So for the Thunder, it's misfortune. Very fortunate for the Chaos. Comes right to you, and now you have the ball back, and you can try and go down and score one more time.
And you still got plenty of time here to add some more points to this already 7-point lead the Chaos have.
And, of course, the Midwest Minor League Association, a part of that as well. You can go to their Facebook page at facebook.com/pages/Midwest Minor League Association if you want to find out more about it.
So Dylan Hunter comes out, trips right, wide receivers, 1 running back in the backfield, tight end to the left. From the 46-yard line of the Chaos, Hunter takes a snap, looks outside, the screen's not there, finally gets it over there and tipped at the line of scrimmage over on the left side by number 5, Ramon Grace, defensive back for the Thunder, an incomplete pass.
That's a very risky pass to throw right there. That one almost intercepted as well. I was a little shocked. He saw the first time when they went to try for the screen, he stopped himself from throwing it, and then he decides he's going to try it anyways. When you do that, your receivers are already – they're the ones that if they're going to get caught with a holding, that's where it's going to get caught because they're on the outside, right where the officials can see it. So when you throw it that late, chances are they're not going to hold their block for that long.
Yeah, when you're designing a screen that quick, you got to get out there right away.
I think he just, for Dylan Hunter, he would have been better off just tucking the ball, taking whatever yardage he could get. He stops the clock as well.
So Hunter out of the gun now, hands it off to Johnson. Johnson cuts to the right, now over to the left, now back inside. Across the midfield, his helmet falls off again, and he is at about the 41-yard line. He comes up limping a little bit. It looks like he's going to be okay. He stays in the game. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and short here for the Chaos as we're nearing the 2-minute warning. I don't think they're going to get a playoff before this comes. Looks like they might just
wait for the 2-minute warning.
Yeah,
as you see, nice little move there on the outside, and didn't look like anything there. He kind of came up limping earlier on in the game too. I don't know if there's something nagging him or if he just does that to try and catch the team off guard.
Maybe. He did pull his hammy last week after about a 70-yard run for a touchdown. And so that's
those don't feel good.
No, they do not.
Those are painful as this 2-minute warning.
So after the Chaos up 7-0 over the Thunder. 2 minutes to go here in the second as both teams kind of regroup here and try to figure out what they want to do. The Chaos in excellent position here, Chris, about 46 yards away from the end zone. 2 minutes to go. They have it's going to be a 3rd down when we come back. But what do you think they're going to do here? Do they go to the air and try to get a score, or They still have 2 minutes, like I said, but only 2 timeouts left.
Well, the good thing is they do get the ball back at half, so you can try and go for it. And you can try and go for it. You still have the third down, and you can even try and go for it on fourth. I mean, either way, they're in a good position because they are getting the ball back at half. And we're going to watch here the replay from earlier on where you see Dylan Hunter. He's able to avoid the one tackle. He's trying to get outside. This is the one where he threw it, and they blew the whistle dead right here. I mean, he wasn't down. So the early whistle, a little confusing.
So we're back from the 2-minute warning. Hunter, pressure coming, throws one up and brought down on the play was Thomas Loving, the tight end, their big target. As that's going to get forward a little bit, about a 5-yard gain.
Gets them the first down, too, and he's been probably their best receiver so far today, catching the ball. And there was a little bit of a Tim Tebow jump throw there, too, it looked like, from Dylan Hunter.
So they're going to mark that by the 40-yard line. That's one good thing with a quarterback that hasn't got much experience is the tight end is really their security blanket. He's the biggest target on the field. They actually give him the ball a
Good
lot.
hands, too.
Yeah, definitely. As Hunter out of the gun now, 2 receivers to the left. He's looking left. He throws one deep. He has one-on-one coverage and overthrows Former. As I think it was some miscommunication. You saw Former kind of come back in, and then he went back up. I don't know if it was just a stop-and-go route or – let's take a look at the replay on that one. You see Former on the outside on the throw.
Well, you see, too, when Dylan Hunter has an opportunity to actually step into a throw and send it downfield, he has a pretty good arm. And I think it was just both of them were off field. But here, actually stepping in, he delivers a good ball downfield, which is something we haven't seen him do so far, but we haven't seen him really step into a throw either.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line of the Thunder. The Chaos drop back and hands it off out to the outside on the run. Picks up a few yards and finally pushed out of bounds is Desmond Perry. So good thing got out of bounds there. It stops the clock. It's going to be a 3rd down, though.
Yeah, it was smart by him, though. He knew that he needed to stop the clock, so he ran out of bounds. Makes it a much more manageable down here on 3rd down.
Yeah, the first down marker will be at the 30-yard line. So I'm trying to kind of tough to see where they spot that ball, where he went out. He was close.
It's definitely a nice hit, too. I saw a flag down there as well. They moved the Chaos back. We were talking about the Blitz earlier, and there's Blitz players on both teams. I'm thinking of the Chicago Blitz still. We're playing in a championship game right now. And
it's going to be a penalty on the Chaos, probably a holding penalty. It's going to go back 10 yards. So 2nd and 20 says a holding penalty on the Chaos. So big, man, that's going to be a tough one for them to handle with just over a minute left here in the half. Like you said, Chris, they do get the ball back, but you want to see them kind of, get forward here and
you could see the hold there, the 2 players falling down right in the middle of the line. As you can see the hold, the player pulling the player down to the ground with him as he was falling. So probably wouldn't have been a hold if he didn't fall. Or actually, I think the hold.
I mean, they got right in there, though, as really making a good play on that play was Desmond Perry. But
oh, actually, the hold was there at the end is where it was. I thought it was the players falling down, but getting a better look here on the sideline. You can see the receiver with the hold there, not allowing the player to disengage. And then he goes out.
So a little bit better for the Chaos now. It's going to be a 2nd and 14 from the 44-yard line. First down marker still at the 30-yard line. As Dylan Hunter comes in out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, 1 running back in the backfield alongside him. Hunter drops back, looks straight to the left, now looks over the middle, now moving around in the pocket and throws off his back foot. You don't want to do that very often. And makes a pretty good throw, though, but a good defensive play, a good hit as the tight end, again, Thomas Loving, goes up trying to make a grab, could not come down with it.
He was a little bit slow to get up. It was a very awkward-looking fall for him, too. I was hoping he was all right, and he gets up just fine. I mean, like you said, he throws off his back foot here, but what really gets me here is where was he throwing to? 2 guys that really didn't have too good of an opportunity And luckily, they almost had 12, I think, in the huddle there. They got lucky and got that player out just in time, as you could hear the sideline shouting.
So it's going to be a 3rd and 14 here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a terrible thrown placement there on that throw, but again.
I don't know if you want to leave your receiver in that spot.
And leave him wide open for a hit.
Yeah. So Hunter fakes a hit sweep and now hands it off up the middle to Johnson as he gets over across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. So a little trickery on that, trying to catch this Thunder defense off guard, and about down to 46 seconds and counting here. It's going to be a 4th down for the Chaos.
And now it's
so
decision
time.
time.
At 45.
Yeah, decision time, too, for the Chaos. What are you going to do? I would imagine that maybe you just I don't know how good your kicker is. If you try and kick a field goal here, it's a very long field goal. I doubt that, but you have to make a decision. It's a little bit too long to –
We're talking about a 55-yard field goal from this spot. So
I don't think you're going to kick a field goal here, but maybe as we take a look at that run again, it was a pretty good run. Obviously, they had a lot of yards to try and gain back. Hole starting to open up for their running game, though, is one thing I've been noticing so far for the Chaos. Their offensive line starting to get a little bit of push against this good defensive line.
I think they're going away from the run a little bit too early in their each possession. They they'd run the ball like we saw, usually the first down, and they pick up some good yardage and they go right to the pass. And I think they have to stick to the run a little bit more.
I think they're going to just punt it here. Just put the Thunder back deep. You're getting the ball back in the 3rd quarter. So that appears to be what they're doing, especially because you have one player counting off and they are coming out in the punt formation.
And it looks like they're going to have 2 blockers in the backfield with their punter. And it's going to be the same guy as their kicker, Dominic Kozlowski. And now they move him up. So Kozlowski punting, he's set up at midfield. And try to pin them deep here as it's a good punt. And fielding it, I don't know why he would have. I don't know if that was a good decision there by the Thunder, number 23, A.J. Simmons. I would have let that go.
Well, now you can't knee the ball. You're deep in your own territory. You have to try and run the ball. And we've already seen them fumble once on a bad handoff. You're creating more risk than you need to. They should be fine.
Yeah,
but there's no need to create more risk if you're the Thunder here. For the Chaos, this is great. This is perfect. This is what you want. You've pinned them deep. Now you have an opportunity to try and get maybe get them to have a safety. Maybe you take the ball away and get a quick touchdown here. I mean, you have 34 seconds left.
So the Thunder now in a tough position here, already down 7-0. The biggest thing for them is don't make any mistakes on this drive.
Like you said, beautiful punt. I don't know if he realized that the block had failed on the near side too, because that punt wasn't very high. It was very low.
And Holcomb hands it up the middle, is running the play to Dorelli Middleton, as looks like he got maybe about 1 yard on that play.
But that's all he needed to get, and that should take him to half now. I don't think they're going to try and run another play. They're lining up like maybe they are, but I highly doubt it.
Maybe a hard count. They are out of the pistol, and Holcomb now coming up under center. So you have the fullback in there alongside his halfback Dorelli Middleton, and they're going to run a play, and Middleton cuts to the left, and he gets stuffed. And I don't know if that was smart, but nonetheless, no turnovers on that drive. We're going to go into halftime. The Chaos up 7-0 over the Chicago Thunder here. And it looks like we have a timeout now on the play, as trying to figure out what they're trying to do. And
might have been the Chaos who took the timeout as well if they had one left. I'm not sure if they did or not. Either way, clock is stopped with 1.2 seconds left. It shows. Are you familiar with LifeLock? How about LegalZoom? This is both on steroids for less money. Visit us at WindyCityProtection.com.
So we're going to have one more play here now for the Thunder's offense. And I couldn't tell who called the timeout. I'm guessing it was the Chaos, but I don't know why you want to give them another opportunity just in case. I mean, pretty, unless you're playing Madden here, I don't know if you're going to score a touchdown from this spot. But, so 1.2 seconds left. We're going to see one more play as Holcomb comes out of the pistol. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. So 4 wide receivers spread. He's got 1 running back in the backfield. It's Dorelli Middleton. As Holcomb, waiting for the snap, drops back to pass, throws it deep to the left. Up top and batted down by the Chaos defender, number 15, Marvin Roan, who had that hit earlier. And that's going to do it here for the first half at Andrew High School in Tinley Park, Illinois. Chicago Chaos lead the Chicago Thunder 7-0. This is SportsTownChicago.com. We'll be back.
Now at this time, please It's time to kick off your career in radio or TV broadcasting. There's no better or faster way than the Illinois Center for Broadcasting.
ICB has so many cool things they offer for me and their students. With the amount of stuff you learn at ICB, there's no way you won't succeed. You'll learn how to do a voiceover, how to use camera equipment, actual hands-on. You can even host your own country radio show. All of our teachers actually work in the industry too. Go to beonair.com/country and register for your chance to win a pair of Country Thunder tickets. That's beonair.com/country.
I'm an instructor at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard campus, and I can tell you we're all about sports broadcasting.
My passion is for boxing, and my career puts me ringside and cage side covering the action for ESPN Chicago, as well as serving as a ring announcer.
Main of Pride. If you want a career that you love, check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where you'll learn the craft from the pros in the business like me. Call today at 630-916-1700 and tell them Ray Flores sent you.